Hello traders and welcome to PL Capital's Market Review. All views and opinions expressed in this video are my own and do not constitute trading or financial advice. Today is Thursday, November 10th, and the time is 3:30 p.m. Central. I'm going to look at the dollar index and the S&P and Nasdaq. And with that, let's get started. So the news of the day all centered around CPI coming in much cooler than expected. So previous was 6.6%, had a 6.5 forecast, came in at 6.3, and with that the market was off and running. So with that news, we can now take a look at what is going on. We got a whole lot more clarification on what this all was. So yesterday I said there was a possibility that this was all a triangle and we might be going out, up and out. But I did say that yesterday when I made this video, it stopped right at this zone where a reversal could happen. And so that made me question what was going to happen here. So then during the night it came down. So this was indeed all, this up move was a leading diagonal, came down into this zone during the night and bounced up into that zone that I had. And then 7:30 it just went straight down. So now we know that it's not a triangle. And so I see a couple of plays in action. This is ABC for A, ABC for B. We'll have 5 waves coming down, and this would all be an ending diagonal. So this is ABC for 1, up for 2, 3. This was 4 that we just finished. And then this is 1 wave down. We'll have a correction, and then 1 more down. And then that would be an ending diagonal for C. So this is the zone that I was expecting dollar to come down into and give a reversal from. So now we're in it. So now we'll see. The other thing that this could be for the bulls that they're going to look at this was a leading diagonal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1, correction 2. This is now coming down for 3, and this would then all be just part of the could be like a leading diagonal, or like if this just keeps going and dropping, like this will be 1. This 2 is so short that I don't see it being like this. This coming down will be an impulse wave, 5 waves down. So I think this would be more like 1, 2, 3, finish here for 1 of a leading diagonal. So then this will finish, give a 3-wave correction, and then down for 3, 4, and 5. So like then that would tell me that like the dollar would be going, I don't know, like to 100. So like that would be a big move. So to me that seems like all things would be cleared in the mind of all traders, like green light for equities. Powell would have to saying that they're going to be pausing. Just everything would have to line up for that to happen, for us to be like, for the dollar to drop down to 100. But market's going to do what it's going to do. So so that this area down here will help us figure that out. And then looking at the S&P, it's just going to be pretty much the same thing, just in reverse. I had this as WXY XZ, and then 3 down, I thought, and then we had 3 up, and then obviously today we reversed. So this then becomes a leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3 waves down. Now this whole thing up here, though, I see as a diagonal. So, because it can't be, it's not an impulse, because it's, let me zoom in a little bit here. You know, because we got 1, 2, 3. Well, this can't be 4. And came back into price territory of 1. So it's not an impulse up. So it's not. This isn't 1, 2, and this is 3. So that this is a diagonal, which means it looks more like it would be an ending diagonal. So you got a leading diagonal up, 1, 2, 3 down, and here's an ending diagonal. Now again, just like the dollar, this could be 1, 2, 3 of 1. Then if we get 3 waves down, then we could go 3, 4, 5 up. But you know, same thing with the dollar. Like the dollar would be going down to 100, but and then the S&P would be going, I don't know, it'd be going at least to 41, probably like 4,200. It just seems too premature for us to be going up that strong. Like, you know, we're still, I don't think we're out of the woods yet here. You know, just because we had one good CPI reading, I think inflation's going to be around for a while. So you know, these areas are going to be interesting to watch for both the dollar and the S&P. And then if we just take a quick look at the Nasdaq, so the S&P, you know, I got a leading diagonal correction and now an ending diagonal. Nasdaq, interestingly, it didn't break the top yet. So this is clearly a leading diagonal up, and then I had this as 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3 up, and then 1, 2, 3 down, and then 1, 2, 3 up, and that's why I thought this was creating a leading diagonal for down. So that's why I thought the S&P was going to go down, the dollar was going to reverse and go up, you know, because Nasdaq was going to be giving us a 1 and then a 2 and then breaking down for 3 to break the low. So now, you know, and because it broke this top here, Nasdaq is not going to go down. So it's still going to go up and break this top. I can't see any other pattern that it would fall short of this top in reverse. So then that gives us this would have to be like a WXYXZ, or maybe just a WXY, no Z wave. So then that would be leading diagonal correction, and again too, this price came down into wave 1 here, so this isn't an impulsive move up, it's an ending structure. So we got to wait for the Nasdaq to break the top, and then we'll see what kind of reaction we got. So because the Nasdaq, I think, it's got what about 70 more points to go to break the top. So then that tells me that the S&P will have a little bit more up too. So, you know, probably to 4,000 or so. And then that's, you know, when there has to be some type of correction, either correction to start a total downside, or, you know, like I said, 3 waves and then we're going back up. So that is what I'm seeing on those fronts. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.